Have you ever considered how a spider's web, while delicate, is a marvel of intricate design and strength? This comparison serves as a potent metaphor in Surah Al-Ankabut, the 29th chapter of the Quran. The name Al-Ankabut translates to the spider, a creature known for its intricate webs, symbolizing the complexity and interconnectedness of life and faith. This surah is a Meccan surah, revealed during a time of great challenge and adversity for the early Muslim community. It comprises 69 verses, each filled with profound wisdom and timeless lessons. The surah skillfully weaves themes of faith, patience, and the transient nature of this worldly life, much like a spider meticulously constructs its web. The spider's web, while seemingly frail, is capable of entrapping even the mightiest of creatures. This surah, in a similar vein, captures the essence of life's trials and tribulations, and the strength of faith in overcoming them. Just as a spider's web is a marvel of creation, so too is the depth and wisdom contained in Surah Al-Ankabut. The surah begins with a powerful declaration, challenging the believers. In these opening verses of Surah Al-Ankabut, we are immediately confronted with the theme of trials and tribulations, a recurring motif in the Quran. The journey of faith is not a path strewn with roses, but a road marked by tests and trials. Verses 1 to 11 reveal this, starkly beckoning believers to prepare themselves for the inevitability of such challenges. Now, let's delve a little deeper. At the heart of these verses lies the concept of fitna, an Arabic term that translates to testing. The Quran addresses fitna as a means of refining and purifying one's faith. It's similar to the process of purifying gold, where the raw metal is subjected to intense heat to remove impurities. Similarly, fitna, or trials, serve to purify a believer's faith, removing doubts and reinforcing their commitment to the path of righteousness. As we journey through these verses, we find a profound exploration of the human condition. The trials faced by believers are not just physical, but emotional, spiritual, and intellectual. They are a test of endurance, patience, and most importantly, faith. However, these verses are not intended to dishearten or discourage. Rather, they serve as a reminder that trials are a part of life's journey, a necessary process that shapes us, strengthens us, and brings us closer to our Creator. It underscores the truth that no believer is left untested, and that these trials are a sign of Allah's love and a means to draw us closer to Him. In the face of trials, the believer's faith acts like the web of a spider, intricate but robust, delicate yet resilient. It holds them steadfast amidst the storms of life, providing a source of strength and a beacon of hope. And so, as we navigate through these verses, we are reminded of the inherent strength within each one of us, the strength that is fueled by faith, by trust in the divine, and by the unyielding belief in the promise of a better tomorrow. In the face of trials, faith becomes the believer's strongest web, holding them steadfast. As we move forward, we encounter tales of past prophets and their communities. In verses 12 to 21 of Surah Al-Ankabut, we traverse multiple narratives, each rich with wisdom and lessons. These verses recount the stories of prophets Noah, Hud, Salih, and Lot, each one a testament to the divine power and mercy of Allah. Let's delve into these stories. Prophet Noah's tale, as narrated, is a poignant reminder of the importance of patience and unwavering faith. Despite facing ridicule and rejection from his community, Noah steadfastly delivered Allah's message, ultimately leading to his salvation and the disbelievers' downfall. Next, we encounter the story of Prophet Hud, who was sent to the Ad people. The Ad were known for their arrogance and disbelief. Hud's narrative teaches us the value of humility before Allah's grandeur and the consequences of pride and arrogance. We then journey to the story of Prophet Salih, dispatched to the Thamud people. Salih's people demanded a miracle, and when provided, they defied him. This tale reminds us of the perils of skepticism and the importance of trusting in divine wisdom. Lastly, we reflect on the story of Prophet Lot, whose community engaged in practices against the natural order established by Allah. Lot's narrative underscores the necessity of moral integrity and the dangers of straying from divinely ordained paths. These narratives aren't just historical recounts, They are timeless parables etched in the Quran for us to reflect upon, learn from, and apply in our lives. Each story, while unique, carries a common thread: the power of faith, the importance of obedience to divine commandments, and the consequences of disbelief. These stories reverberate across time, echoing lessons of faith, humility, patience, and moral integrity. They serve as reminders that Allah's mercy is profound, yet His justice is swift for those who choose to disregard His guidance. As we journey through these verses, let us remember that the Quran is not merely a book, but a compass that guides us through life's trials and tribulations. These stories serve as timeless reminders of the consequences of disbelief and the rewards of faith. In the heart of Surah Al-Ankabut, we find a profound allegory. As we venture further into the web of wisdom spun in verses 22 to 41, we encounter an allegory that resonates deeply with our human condition: the spider's web. In the grand scheme of life, the spider's web is a delicate, intricate wonder, yet it's so fragile that it can be swept away by the merest gust of wind. This metaphor is used to symbolize the beliefs of polytheists, which, although they may seem complex and well-structured, are ultimately fragile and unreliable, much like the spider's web. The spider's web, in this context, is a powerful symbol of the transient nature of worldly life. Just as the web is a temporary home for the spider, so too is this world a temporary abode for us. The web is a reminder that everything in this life is fleeting, from wealth and power to health and happiness. These verses also emphasize the futility of relying on anything other than Allah. Just as the spider's web offers little protection, the false gods that people rely on cannot truly provide safety or security. This is a clear message that it is only Allah who can offer true protection and guidance, and that reliance on anything other than Him is as precarious as a spider hanging from a single thread of its web. The allegory of the spider's web is a powerful reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of putting our trust in Allah. It's a call to reflect on what we value and where we place our trust. It urges us to focus on the eternal rather than the ephemeral, on the Creator rather than the creation. The spider's web, in all its fragility, mirrors the fleeting nature of life and the futility of relying on anything other than Allah. As we continue our journey through Surah Al-Ankabut, let us keep this profound allegory in mind and strive to build our lives on the solid foundation of faith in Allah, rather than the fragile web of worldly attachments. In the concluding verses, we are reminded of the ultimate purpose of life. Verses 42 through 69 of Surah Al-Ankabut articulate a profound message, emphasizing the importance of prayer and the pursuit of knowledge. In these verses, prayer is not merely a ritual act, but a tool for spiritual growth and self-reflection. It is a means of seeking solace, expressing gratitude, and fostering a deep connection with the divine. It's beautifully depicted as a source of strength and guidance, a beacon in the journey of life. Simultaneously, the pursuit of knowledge is greatly emphasized. The Quran encourages us to seek knowledge, to understand the world around us, and to use this understanding to appreciate the magnificence of Allah's creation. Knowledge, in this context, is not limited to religious learning, but extends to all domains of life. It is seen as a means to broaden our horizons, to develop empathy and compassion, and to contribute positively to society. The verses also highlight the promise of Allah's help for those who strive in His cause. Striving in the way of Allah is not merely about participating in religious activities. It encompasses efforts to uphold justice, to alleviate suffering, to spread kindness, and to make the world a better place. It is about using our unique talents and abilities in service of a cause greater than ourselves. These verses remind us that each believer's life is a beautiful tapestry, woven with threads of prayer, knowledge, and striving in the path of Allah. Each thread plays a vital role, adding depth and richness to the tapestry. Prayer keeps us grounded, knowledge equips us to navigate life's complexities, and striving in the way of Allah infuses our lives with purpose and meaning. In conclusion, these verses reiterate the essence of a believer's life: prayer, knowledge, and striving in the path of Allah. They remind us that each moment of our lives is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to contribute positively to the world around us. Surah Al-Ankabut, like a spider's web, is both intricate and profound. We've journeyed through its verses, unraveling the threads of wisdom it offers. We've seen the trials of believers, reminding us that faith is both a gift and a challenge, a journey of resilience and resolve. We've heard the stories of past prophets, their struggles and triumphs echoing through time, serving as beacons for us today. The allegory of the spider's web, fragile yet masterfully crafted, prompts us to reflect on the fleeting nature of worldly life compared to the enduring reality of the hereafter. The surah also emphasizes the importance of prayer and knowledge, twin pillars supporting our pursuit of truth and closeness to the divine. As we navigate through life, may the lessons from Surah Al-Ankabut serve as a guiding web, leading us towards faith and righteousness.